Hey soldiers, what's going on? This is Sergeant Merrill, and today we're going to be talking about the Light Assault class in PlanetSide 2, and I have no idea how I won that gunfight. I swear to God, my aim is so bad sometimes in PlanetSide 2. I think I rely on the hip fire, and then I think I want to aim, but then I don't aim, and then I hip fire, and it's like, he's over here. No, he's over here. What I wanted to talk about today is the Light Assault class, because a lot of people get a little confused about it when they first come to PlanetSide 2. They don't understand the appeal behind it compared to some of the other classes and the amount of certifications and experience points you can get with the other classes compared to the Light Assault class. So I want to talk about the benefits of this class and why, with most players, they tend to gravitate toward it when they start ranking up. And it's a common thing that you'll hear with a lot of people that put out YouTube videos. They're like, you know what, I never thought I'd like the Light Assault class, but then I started using it the other day, and now it's my favorite class in the whole wide world. You'll see it with just about every YouTuber. You see at the beginning they're using stuff like the medic and the engineer, maybe a little bit of the heavy assault because they're really good with the infantry, and then at some point it's like they almost exclusively become Light Assault, and I wanted to talk about why. At first glance with this thing, you really only notice two benefits over the other classes, and that's the jetpacks and the C4. Both are really awesome, but again, they don't have that appeal as far as experience points are concerned, as far as certifications are concerned as the other classes. And the reason that people gravitate toward it is simply because what you can do with both of those things, what you can do with the C4 and what you can do with the jetpacks, and I think it just comes with experience, especially from a leadership position, especially when you're putting down a squad beacon. I just didn't see that guy there. When you're putting down a squad beacon, having jetpacks gives you the ability to put it in a position that it can't be taken out, very strategic. It allows you to really keep your squad in the game, so you'll see a lot of squad leaders and a lot of your more experienced players who play as squad leaders using the Light Assault class to get that squad beacon where it needs to go. But also not just squad leaders. The jetpacks also allow you to take routes and play in a way that you can't really play with the other classes. With the other classes, you have this kind of linear play when it comes to a base. I mean, there are certain ways to jump up certain hills and certain spots that you can kind of flank around, but for the most part, it's going to be kind of predictable on which route you're going to come. So you're going to get killed with a lot of claymores. You're going to meet a lot of heavy resistance. It's going to be a little bit more difficult to flank when you're playing against an experienced platoon. But with the Light Assault class, you eliminate that predictability. So the jetpacks offer an advanced style of gameplay that you can't get with the other classes. And you also have this in your backpack. Hold on to that, buddy. You take out maxes quicker than any other class in the game. Now, you don't get to replenish your C4 unless you actually go to a terminal and resupply. But that's an awesome thing to be able to do. To be able to take out the max with one C4, being a Light Assault class, as mobile as you are, it's your secret weapon. But it's not just maxes. You can take out tanks, sunderers. You can take out air vehicles if they're stupid enough to get close to you. You can use the C4 as you see it in Battlefield used quite a bit, where you put it on the objective, you see it blink, boom. And it's pretty awesome to see that come from a class that's as mobile as this. So that's what makes the Light Assault class kind of cool. It's what makes it different from the other classes. But you're not going to see the reward as far as certifications and experience points that you see with the other classes. You don't get as many points, you know, as you can with, let's say, a medic or an engineer, where you're sitting there repairing or healing and reviving the entire time. It's just not going to happen. So I think that's why you don't see a lot of the people who are just joining the game going into the Light Assault class. What the Light Assault class excels at is getting to an objective and clearing anything on it, and getting there first, and getting there in a way that's not predictable. So that's why people who are higher level migrate to this, because they're not so worried about certifications. They're not so worried about experience points. They want the class that's going to get them into the objective and get the job done as quickly and as effectively as possible. And I'm not saying that the Light Assault class is the be-all, end-all of all classes. I mean, it doesn't replace what the other classes can do. It can't do what an engineer can do. It can't do what a medic can do. You know, a bunch of people playing Light Assault class isn't going to be better than the varied amount of classes that you see and should have in a platoon. But when it comes to a leadership position, this is going to be the best class, in my opinion. It allows you to stay on the front line, constantly gauge what's going on, gain access to certain areas in a way that you can't otherwise gain. And when it comes down to putting that very valuable squad beacon, the thing that can make or break a fight, the beacon that all the enemy is going to be searching for because it has this humongous beam that goes into the air, nothing beats what you can do with the light assault class in that aspect. And that's why I wanted to make this video. I had a lot of people asking why they noticed a lot of people who were higher in battle rank and had some of the leadership positions in our platoon consistently played the light assault class. And I also wanted to make this video because of some of the rumors that I hear or the arguments that I hear through outfit chat and even proximity chat stating that the light assault class is the weakest class in the game. And I certainly don't think that's true or even fair. I think it's a result of people not understanding exactly what this class has to offer. And I want you guys' opinion on this. In that comment section, what is your opinion of the light assault class in PlanetSide 2? Is it one of your favorite? Why? Do you think it's one of the weakest classes in the game? Why? And if you do think it's one of the weakest classes in the game and that it needs a little love, what would you recommend to make it better? Personally, the only thing I can think of, considering that I do think it's a good class as it is that you should be able to replenish C4 off of an ammo pack instead of having to go resupply. But then again, I can see how that could get a little hectic. People who really know how to play light assault class can really wreak damage on enemy vehicles and maxes and armor. And being able to resupply off of an ammo pack could drastically change strategies and how things are currently done. So let me know what you think. But that's all I have for this video. This is Sergeant Merrill, out here.